All right, Lex 4.08 Part 2. I'm going to get right into it. Because I am not the biggest fan in the world of vampire lore, I did have some difficulty following this story, specifically the prior episode, 4.07, wall up this night. Luckily for me, my mom and now deceased aunt of mine are and were fans of it, so I did have a little something to go on. But this show, LEXX, only uses the whole vampire lore as a storytelling vehicle to connect the divine order of his shadow with the reality of this fictional Earth within the LEXX storytelling universe. So, now that the divine executioner got what she needed from the Goth Girl trio, their history. She killed him. Going back on her promise to bite them and bite all three of them, and in conjunction to the vampire lore they believe, and turn them into the undead. But that doesn't happen. She kills them off. She got what she wanted from them. Now they're gone. So Kai goes to fight and hopefully destroy the divine executioner. This a woman named Vlad. He instructs Zev to seek info that may help him in that purpose. So she actually goes on her way back to the tavern. Vlad does not compute Kai's concern for her plans for the people of Earth. You know, infecting 1 and 2 and 10, 100, 1,000, and eventually so on, the whole world with this Paro blood that will rob all of Earthlings of free will, and all will only exist to do her bidding all the way to Earth's suicide. She's a nice lady. Sorry, an old Bugs Bunny cartoon just popped in my head where Bugs Bunny meets the Tasmanian Devil's wife for the first time. Okay, moving on. Kai asks Vlad, how did you know I would end up on this planet, on planet Earth? And Vlad says, the Time Prophet told me before I killed her. Now, I can only assume that that is the woman from season 1 who always says in the opener of the season 1 opener movies, they will be destroyed at the hands of the Brunin G, prophesizing that it's the Kai's people that will destroy the divine order, ultimately. Even though Kai's people are all dead, and he's just an animated corpse. So you can see where this is a storytelling paradox all of its own. But Kai further inquires to Vlad how she got from the light universe to this planet in the dark zone, planet Earth, and exists in the dark zone within conjunction of the storytelling in the show LEXX. She gives some technical explanation for this that only serves really to make Kai realize killing her is not just the right thing to do, but necessary to preserve free life itself. Zev goes back to the tavern to try and warn the people there, and Joseph Van Helsing, who concludes she is as nutso as his lineature was. They go, he does take her to the back because she is an attractive woman, and he's not going to force himself on her, but he is going to see if he can try and reason with her. But they go through his books, or the books of his family, and although Zev can't read, she does recognize the Divine Order's symbol pictured in one of the books of this Val Helsing's book collection. At this point, it is established that the divine executioner, no matter what, can never be satisfied. Never know fulfillment. And the Vlad character asked Kai, "Do you know what that is like?" Which Kai just says, "It is a fate you deserve." You know, in this fight between Vlad and Kai, Vlad is basically invincible, and Kai is drained of most of his proto-blood. Meanwhile, Van Helsing starts to question what he's sure of at this point. Riding with Zev in a moth, a flying vehicle he's never seen until now. Zev gives him the moth and takes the one that the Goth Girls trio stole earlier in the story to go get Kai. Mr. Van Helsing is riding along, in the moth, thinking maybe there was some truth to his family's legacy, when a winged woman suddenly is in the moth with him. He slowly turns to her and asks, "You're Vlad, right?" And she says, "Yep," and throws him to his death. That makes her, and then takes them off and makes her way to the LEXX before Zev and Kai can get there. She gets there, bites Stanley, on the neck, bites Stanley, infecting him more efficiently with the Paro blood, making him a zombie, to serve her will. Kai and Zev get back on the LEXX. Zev is in dire need of proto blood, or to be put back in his cryopod ASAP. Vlad succeeds, and there's a struggle in there, but Vlad succeeds in biting Zev too. Now, with 2 slaves on the LEXX, Vlad informs Kai, "There is no light in this universe. There is only her, in all her self-proclaimed glory." And she demands, at this point, that Kai say he loves her. Isn't that amazing how that is? Evil always wants your love. Anyways, of course, Kai does not do that. He does not say, tell her I love you, of course. Stanley, on the other hand, does, of course. And then Zev, being part cluster lizard or whatever, I guess she must muster up enough free will to break Vlad's attack on Kai, push her into the cryopod, close the door, trapping Vlad in the cryopod. Whew. And now she's trapped in there. Although Stanley at that point was going to press the button to open the door back up to the pod, but Zev stops him and says, "You're good at heart. You're pure at heart too." And he says, "No, I'm not." "Yes, you are." And she decks him. "Sorry, Stan." Anyways, Zev goes to get the container that was holding the proto blood for Kai from the moth, which means she must have grabbed it when she went back to get Kai, or Vlad brought it with her, or I don't know why. I don't know which moth the proto blood was in, but it had to have been the one. She had to have gotten it from the castle, because why would Vlad bring it with her unless she planned to stay on the LEXX? But I don't think she did. Her plan without first engaging in her Earth-destroying plans. Anyways, they drain Stan of the Paro blood, so he's back to normal now. And all is right and well again in the wonderful world of LEXX. On on to the next episode, 4.09, Fluff Daddy. An episode called Fluff Daddy. Oh, man. Mike Perlak. This is a unique show. I just had trouble relating to the vampire lore. So, thank you for your time.